Welcome back to a new video. Today's review is on Only Murders in the Building, Season 3, Episode 5, entitled I Love, with the official synopsis being Charles, Mabel, and Oliver take their relationships to the next stage on a date night that reveals many hidden secrets. And before I give out my review, please like the video, dislike the video, click on notifications, follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd for more reviews. Episode 5 overall was an interesting episode with more secrets and more clues being revealed. The suspect list for me just keep on changing and everything else. We are halfway through season 3 and it's still getting crazy. I'll just say that. When it comes with this episode, I felt that the episode does a good job with its storylines, with giving each of the lead characters something to work with in date night, with Mabel, Talbert, Oliver and Loretta, Charles, Joy, and Saz, all of them just having something to work with the last episode slowly just focusing on Joy by the end of it, trying to make it seem as if like she is the most likely suspect. And not surprisingly, this episode does a good job with proving that Joy, she is not the murderer. Yeah, she may come off as weird, she may come off as obsessive, may have some angry traits or whatever, but I don't think she's no killer. And yeah, I just think that the whole storyline between her, Charles, and Saz was interesting. Like, it's definitely nice to see Jane Lynch as Saz again, as it's been quite a while since we've seen her. I think it's still pretty interesting that she and Jane are still dating after all that has happened. Like, yeah, love is definitely weird for some people, I'll just say that. But yeah, like, I was not upset with how Joy reacted when Charles accused her, when Charles called her out about the entire lipstick thing and just everything that he suspected about her. And her just calling out Charles on all of his problems, just venting her frustrations about him and the type of person that he is. It was definitely understandable. I can see where she was coming from. And yeah, like Joy, yeah, I think she is very weird at times, but I don't think that she is the killer. And what I think is going to happen now is two things. Either their relationship and friendship is over for real this time, like it's not going to be formed again, or Charles is now going to work his hardest to try to fix everything, and the possibility that there might be a marriage for real by the end of the season. But hey, as far as Mabel and Talbert goes, I still think that Talbert is coming off a little bit fishy, as he lied to Mabel about their reasonings of meeting together, trying to do the stakeout, but it was actually a date. Part of me thinks that there is some chemistry between the two, and part of me thinks that Talbert is definitely hiding something, and he just has his own mischievous needs. He is just doing these things for a reason, like trying to slowly point the blame on Jonathan and Dr. C. Like, that was a little bit fishy as well too. Like, who is Dr. C? And why was Jonathan talking to Ben's doctor? Like, what reasons do those two need to be talking? Is it for medicine? Is it for something else? Like, one theory could possibly be that it was for his allergies, or it could be something that he's possibly dealing with, or Howard, but I don't know. That Dr. C, whoever he is another new suspect in my opinion, and you just don't know nowadays. But yeah, Talbert, to me, he is still coming off a little bit fishy with the person that he is and what he's done. And now that him and Mabel are slowly falling together, I think there is that chance that they could get married, or Mabel is definitely investigating him, but she's just keeping it on the down low for now. Oliver and Loretta was another interesting storyline in here, as more information was revealed about the night that Ben was died with their conversations. As Loretta talks about her bad luck when it comes to getting plays and just a few things when it comes with her life. Like she was known to be lucky, but luck was never on her side, it seems like. The dinner scenes were kind of funny, like Oliver losing his tooth because of the horrible pork chops was funny, awful. Like, how hard was that pork chop to the point that your tooth fell out? Like, that is bad in all ways, shape, or form. And Loretta is now, she's still a red herring to me, but with how things are pointing out, like it's kind of hard to point her as a suspect because of some of the things. Like to me, she is definitely the most likely person to have written that message on the mirror in the last episode, calling Ben a pig and etc. etc. And the whole scrapbook that she has with photos of Ben and Dickie, to me, she comes off as obsessive, she comes off as psycho, but some people have been considering that she is possibly the parent of one of those two, either Ben or Dickie. Like she was forced to give them up for adoption or something more serious. And yeah, like she is just fishy. She is very suspicious as well too. Like she's definitely hiding something, and with the last 5 episodes, I expect that we're going to find out everything about her and all of the other characters. But that was the storyline for episode 5. I felt that everyone had good performances. Nobody gave a bad performance in here. Just the investigation still continuing to be on a crazy level with suspects coming and going from my list. I would say my current suspect list so far is still Dickie, Ben's brother. I still think that Dickie could have possibly killed him for a few different reasons. He probably didn't like the way that he was reacting. He probably thought that he was an awful person, or possibly something else that has not been revealed yet. Talbert, I think that he is very suspicious when it comes to some of the things that he has done, and the way that he lied to Mabel about their date, their meeting, was not cool at all. Trying to point towards Jonathan, Dr. C, like Talbert is definitely hiding something. He definitely knows a lot more than he is letting on with Mabel and this investigation. Jonathan and Dr. C. I don't think that Jonathan killed Ben, but his conversation with Dr. C was interesting and just very suspicious. Like, why was he talking to Ben's doctor, and what did Dr. C give to Jonathan? Like, it was some paper slip or whatever. Like, it's either about medicine or something more crazy. But I'm wondering, who is Dr. C? How long has Dr. C known Ben? And does Dr. C know anybody else in the cast? Who knows? Loretta, you can see it in two ways. She is coming off as like obsessive and psycho, like with that scrapbook and all of the photos that she has. Or she is just coming off as someone that has not had the best things in life. Like, to me, she is suspicious no matter what, and I can't wait to see what more is revealed about her and her whole life and everything else, her relationships between Ben, Dickie, and the entire night of events that happened. But yeah, 5 more episodes before season 3 is over with. This investigation is still on a crazy note. I don't know what could happen next, who could be suspicious, but I'm liking it. But as always though, thank you for watching, and until next time.